Hey, man, it's Aaron from the Underground Railroad, and you guys are tuning into another wonderful show from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more awesome episodes from your favorite people at the Fern Network, you can tune into foureyedradio.com. Oh.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey.
So, when you go shopping online, where do you usually go to shop online? Like if you have to do stuff for birthday parties or holidays are coming up, you don't want to go to the store. Where do you shop online?
I don't know. Craigslist.
Craigslist. You go to Craigslist. Well, you shouldn't go to Craigslist. You should go to Amazon.com. Right? Amazon.com. Yeah, Amazon.com. But you don't.
That's actually good.
It is good. Yeah. But you don't go to Amazon.com.
You
don't. No. What you need to do is you go to the Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner, and then do your shopping. You know why?
Why?
Because we get a little kickback then, and we can keep the lights on in the studio, and I won't be homeless.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. So if we want you to be homeless.
Well, yeah, but do you really want me to be homeless? Fuck. Okay, well, if you don't want Steve to be homeless, go to the Sasquatch.net and click on the Amazon banner and shop like you normally do, and we'll get a little taste if you do. But apparently, if you want me to be homeless, then just shop at Craigslist.
Yeah, or, I don't know, Walmart, maybe?
Yeah, Walmart works too.
Yeah, because that's probably where you'd be living if you were homeless. Walmart.
That's where I'll be living.
Yeah.
Oh, so depressing. Okay. Well, that's all I got. All right, so Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner. That's all I got.
Yes, do.
All right, we're here with a full house on All White-Tukee. Of course, I'm your host, Steve-O, with Patrick.
Hello.
And we actually have two guests in the studios tonight, in Patrick's lovely bar, as he likes to call it.
Yeah.
It's the pub. Yeah.
Bar, pub.
Pubbins.
I
call it Pubbins.
But, of course, you ladies introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Amy. I'm Pat's wife.
Yes. You've been on the show many times.
Couple.
You're the only guest that's been on, except now.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I'm really honored. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the only one.
That's great.
It's like your third or fourth time.
I'm honored, and even more honored, to introduce my awesome friend and culinary, what do you call it? I don't know. Classmate. For now. Future chef-to-be, Crystal.
Hey. I don't know if you can hear me. Hello.
There you go.
There you are.
You're there.
It's okay. This is probably, the first podcast you've been on?
I've been on, one before.
Oh, okay.
But it was filmed also, so,
So we're not that high-tech.
Not yet, anyway.
No, we're not. We have an entire network, and none of them are filmed, so. Yeah, she laughed at that. She's like, you suck. I know better people than you.
It's because you got a face for radio.
I really do.
When you're that good, you don't need the video, Steve, is all.
Okay.
All right.
Why are you being such a suck-up, Amy? Just like school.
Oh, no.
Oh. Are we really going to have a battle going on here?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I gave her a glass of wine, so I was hoping it would be nice. But...
Yeah, of course, the intro music was recommended by Pat. So anyways, I guess, Pat, what have you been up to this week? You finally got one out of the house.
Yeah.
2 more to go.
I know. 1 down, 2 to go, baby.
How'd that go?
Yeah. Actually, went pretty streamlined.
It did.
I gotta say.
Was this the most successful move you've ever had?
Well, 'cause, you show up and ASU hires moving people, and they swarm like ants over your vehicle, and then just everything's gone. And her crap was up in her room before we even got up there.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah, they even she was with her friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they even took crap out of her friend's car, and it was up there too.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, let's work for you.
Yeah. So like instead of Goodwill, just go drive down ASU.
And just
yeah.
have
They'll
them.
take it. They'll put it in somebody's room.
It's true. Well, you have to have a tag.
Wait. So you get.
So we got to forge tags then.
Yeah,
You
you
just
forge
have to,
tags, and then you go down there, and
Rush
bam,
some
it's
poor
gone.
student's
It's
car.
yeah, and then all of a sudden it's in somebody's room, and
There you
they're
go.
like, "Hey, cool, an old toaster, sweet."
So I see you're very heartbroken about this.
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Amy, how are you doing with this transition?
Actually, really well. You know, it's interesting. We had a little bit of a strained relationship with the teenager prior to the move, and then as soon as she moved, she's like texting me and talking to me. So, hey,
That's usually what happens
You know?
though when you move out from your parents and everything. That you usually, for some reason, some kids have a bigger like bond with them.
absolutely, yeah. And she's doing awesome. I gotta say, I'm really proud of her. I mean, she had a full ride scholarship. She's
It's more like what Jimmy used to drink. Sorry.
that's okay.
I like Patrick's side does. Drinking beer.
He's a little less
booze.
sentimental. So yeah, I'll just say in a nutshell, you know, I think it's good for her. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's going to do awesome, and I wish her the best.
So I'm thinking there's a bigger story here than what Patrick and I were probably going to talk about, since he's just like, hey, bring more mics. So what I like to know, you two are in culinary school. We're not going to say the name. We're just going to say.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I guess what's your guys' story? How'd you guys meet, and how is everything? This relationship has flourished.
Yeah. So actually, I'll tell the how we met thing because that was really cool.
It's the best.
I went to the orientation for my culinary school, of which we're not going to name. And I'm sitting there, and it was a little awkward. I mean, you know, you don't know anybody, and there's a bunch of seats.
Rod
and
Stewart School of Food.
Oh, was it?
There. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Rod Stewart School of Food.
That would be really.
He's
awesome,
like,
actually.
use some sugar.
Sugar. Yeah. Right.
That's where that song came from, actually.
And
Anyway.
this chick like comes swooping over and lands next to me and is like, "Do you have some hand sanitizer? Because this place is like totally not sanitary."
No, they were making us shake hands with
Yeah, we had to
everyone.
shake hands, and she asked me point blank, "Do I have hand sanitizer?" And I did have hand sanitizer, and it was scented from
It
Bath and
smelled
Body
good.
Works.
It was the pumpkin one.
It was the pumpkin
Because
one.
it was still like winter.
And I'm like, I totally do. And she's like, you're my best friend. And she was right. We've been best friends in culinary. She took a little break, so we haven't been in the same
Yeah.
class as of late. But
I'm gonna take double classes next block so I can get back to our class together.
At least you got to avoid Norma.
Oh my god.
oh, we're not going to say names.
Norma.
Sure.
I'll say whatever name I want to say.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna-
pretty much can, because I
Ouch.
think only 3 people listen to the show.
You're
And
not-
one's
And none of them go
and
to
one of them
our
is including
unnamed
me.
culinary school.
So
Sweet. Yeah. So that's about it. That's how we met anyway.
that's good. So what have you done so far, both of you, in the culinary school, or should we even go past that and dive into your backstory? Seems to be very interesting. You seem to have done a lot of things, something with Disney and hanging from ropes and all that kind of stuff. So we're not supposed to mention ropes? Everything is confidential. Why do we get you?
Oh, yeah.
with Disney?
We don't mention the big names
we
with the
don't.
copyright.
Oh, Disney doesn't care. I'm good with Disney. In fact, it's okay. We can say Disney because I actually am the voice of Mickey Mouse, so it's okay.
Ah,
Sweet.
perfect.
All right.
So,
Well, how about we just don't mention which role she played
Yeah,
for them?
no.
How about we do that?
We-
well, I'm
keep it
just
a little
saying
bit-
cosplay.
We hate Disney.
There you
Boo Disney.
Boo
Oh,
Disney. What
okay,
happened?
boo
Oh,
Disney.
now I want to know.
No, working for them is horrible.
That's what I want to know.
It's because they hate Jews.
No, they're
Well, it's true.
fascist.
And-
Hate the Jews.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man.
see, I do that all the time, so it's okay.
But in reality, working for them is like working for the patriarchy. As a woman, it's impossible to work. They expect you to be a princess all the time.
See, this is what I want to know, though, because now I'm getting an actual different view of this.
Yeah,
Because I have a
but-
friend who works at Disney right now, and she's like, "This is the greatest thing in the world! Oh my god!"
She's
And
clearly not a feminist.
apparently not. So
Backdoor Disney.
that's what I want to know. I
podcast.
want to know
Here we
the
go.
Backdoor
dirt.
Disney sounds like a dirty porno.
Well,
It sure
you know
is.
what?
How bad do you want
Never
to be
mind.
a star, Minnie Mouse?
Okay.
That was that Family Guy episode where like Disney's drawing like Minnie
Yes.
Mouse. He's like, "So you want to be a star, don't you? Take it off." Do I have to? Yeah. So
Oh, it's great.
I told you about that book I got from the library as a
well,
kid,
yeah,
right?
that Disney book just pretty much has all naked people in it.
Yeah.
It was when I was a kid, we're at the library and I'm like, oh, Disney book, cool. So, we get it from the library, I bring it home, and it's just like porn, basically.
Wow.
And my dad's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's Disney.
It had the mouse. I didn't know any better.
It's Disney animators.
I just wanted to draw.
It's like, Mickey told me to do it.
Oh, man.
Disney.
But okay, so we've already, but you don't like the company. But what are some of the other cosplays you have done? We won't mention any of those ones.
Cosplays that I've done successfully or cosplays I've attempted to do?
Both. Why not? We can do the top 5 worst and top 5 best.
Top 5 best cosplays to date. My latex Harley Quinn is pretty on point. I have a custom-made latex from a local distributor that is pretty fantastic.
I am intrigued.
I'll have to show it to you sometime. I've also done, let's see here, Harley Quinn was great. I also have a Jessica Rabbit, Poison Ivy, Little Mermaid is a big one. I have 3 different Little Mermaid cosplays that I do. I do pinup Little Mermaid, zombie Little Mermaid, and hipster Little Mermaid.
Okay, I approve of all of these so far.
It's the red hair, so I don't have to wear a wig because we live in Phoenix and it's hot as fuck.
And I'm just going to throw a little plug in here for Crystal. Okay?
Yeah.
The whole cosplay thing in mind. We all know Food Network, right? Okay.
Yes.
So they have this show named Chopped that some of us are obsessed with, i.e. Crystal. And Chopped is asking for amateur chefs to come in cosplay costume for Halloween for a special show that they're doing, and she has applied. So I am totally behind her on this. I think it would be awesome, and she has to win if she goes.
If I go, I have to win. If I don't win, I'll probably what is it, Hari, Kira, whatever.
Carrie.
Harry Carey?
No.
It's Hari.
You just mentioned the sports announce.
Hare Krishna.
It's Hari.
The Japanese where they're like, I've ashamed the family.
Like
they
the
killed
Last
him.
Samurai
You're like Harry Carey, like, hey, if you're cooking and you fail, why don't you just kill yourself? Like, that's Harry Carey.
I'm more hard on myself than
Seppuku.
So you'll dress like Harley Quinn if you get on.
No,
to this job.
if I go, I'll probably do Little Mermaid. I'll do my pinup
Really?
Little Mermaid.
All right.
Have you seen my pinup Little Mermaid?
Not yet. I want to on Chopped.
Oh. So back to things I do.
Yes.
Other than cosplay, I'm also a triple crowned pinup model. And
She's
contestant.
I feel bad now because you shouldn't be on this network. You need to be on higher up stuff now.
I have a huge Tumblr following.
Oh,
5,000 fans and strong.
If you like, you can plug the Tumblr.
Probably not on this show.
You can, actually.
I don't know.
What do you mean? No.
It's a lot of adult content.
Yeah, you don't know our network at all. Like, this is the only show that's maybe PG.
Oh, well, look it up, lostlittledaydream.tumblr.com. It's awesome. Lots of me with not a lot of clothes on.
Yeah, I'll go check that out right now.
Perfect. Other than that, I cook with Amy at
She's
home.
an awesome cook, and she loves Italian food
I do.
primarily.
Bruschetta is my life. I'm going to have a whole bruschetta cookbook someday.
It's awesome. Yeah.
On top of my medical cookbook that we discussed earlier.
Yes, which I'm looking forward to that as well.
I also do sideshow performances. I'm a fire performer. Walk on glass.
Okay, you got to back up. Fire performer.
I do transfers, fire fans, fire hoops, and fire staff.
Okay, I'm like,
fire eating and breathing.
Wow, you have a lot of. Now I wish we did have a webcam going right now.
Wait, wow, we got to do that at Feast at the Fountain. Like, if you can eat fire.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll do kebab feast, and you can eat fire on kebab.
It would be blowing fire, but because of the fuel that we use, I wouldn't put it on food. It's not supposed to put it in your mouth. It would just be
a visual thing. Yeah. Like a visual thing.
But I get to wear my red hair out. The school we go to is a big, they have a big thing against my fiery, bright red hair. So instead of changing it, I just don't. And it's been a topic of major discussion.
Okay, well,
insert school name here.
Yeah. That's all right. It's tradition. You know, they have a whole tradition thing.
Well,
they
I'm
wanna
here to break
uphold.
the tradition.
So are they like, okay, it almost sounds like your school is almost like pro like Nazi. Is it just blonde hair, blue eyes?
No,
All
not-
natural.
natural hair
Oh,
color.
okay.
Usually.
They actually only allowed visible tattoos in the last 5 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, they're making progress, and
That's
that's
good.
good.
That's not.
And we
progress.
do, well,
That's not progress.
okay.
Professionalism when you're behind a kitchen is ridiculous. Professionalism is not dropping something on a plate. It's not how you look. Being based on how you look, we might as well go back to segregation.
And I will say that, in my experience and among our classmates, the quote-unquote professional looking don't always make the best professional plate. Crystal knocks the professional plate out of the park. So
When you look different, you have
which
more to
would you
prove.
want served to you? I don't know.
When you look
That's,
different, you have more to prove.
Do you care if they have a tattoo? I don't
Do you really? Is that
No.
going to change how the food tastes?
No.
No, I don't think
Not
that
at all.
changes anything with anybody. So let's see. I'm trying to think of other stuff because she just seems to have a bunch of like
She
crazy
totally does.
stories now.
Yeah,
So it's
I
just
tell
like
it. I have stories for days.
that's good because every time I've had this discussion with Pat before, I'll be like, "Oh, what'd you do this week?" You'd be like, "Man, I bought this," and it's like I'm trying to wait. I'm waiting for like the actual story of like what got you to that point, like to talk and everything like that. But he's just all like, "Yeah, I just went to Lowe's, bought a light bulb, came home." And you're just like,
That's what I do, man.
that's
Hey,
2 minutes.
my husband is like in a master's program and working full time. So, we don't do a whole lot of crazy.
I don't know. I'm a single mom, full-time school, part-time job, full-time kid, and I still walk on glass, stick skewers through my face, breathe fire, hang from hooks, cook
Sweet.
amazing food, and maintain a 3.7 grade point average.
That's just,
There was a high five right
There was a
there.
high five
Yeah, it
right
was
there.
a high five. We'll put that
From
in
all
and
of us.
post.
Most of what I do, I can't talk about. So
Oh, it's one of those jobs.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
export control and yada yada.
I'm sure it's interesting if we could actually hear about it.
All off of the
Yeah, he tells me
Yeah.
everything.
interwebs.
Tells me everything off here. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is what I do. Blankety blank blank blank. Isn't
Yeah.
that cool?" And I'm like, "Can we talk about this on the podcast?" He's like, "No,
Nope.
no. You have no show for me."
Nope, can't talk about it.
I'll just come here and talk about my crazy antics every week. It'll be
That's
great.
fine with me. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. So what have you guys been up to then for the past week? Because I always catch up with him within the week. Anything
Well,
new in life?
I just came back to school from a 6-week break. Personal life got crazy, so I had to take a block off of school, which was unfortunate. I desperately miss being in my class with Amy.
And I'm depressed because now she has to go back to the class we were in together, and so she's one behind. But
And it's horrible because it's baking right now, and I hate to bake. Let me tell you.
So what is the biggest problem with baking for you? Is it just
It takes too long and it's too exact. I'm a very culinary and what is
yeah, we have a chef we can't mention that
we'll just call him Chef?
he has
Yeehaw.
a phrase. He says,
the baker chef.
This is the thing. Okay, there's baking and pastry teachers that teach baking and pastry to
Chef-
students whose whole life is
Chef
baking and pastry.
Pillsbury.
Yeah, there we
And
go.
then we nice. And then we have our class that we're in, which is baking that's focused specifically toward culinary students, which means we're not in it to bake, right?
It's sped baking.
Yeah.
right
right.
up my alley. Okay,
So they're teaching you like the wham bam thank you
ma'am.
exactly
Okay.
version of baking and pastry, and it's actually kind of cool. I mean, I know how to make a croissant. I can give you a baguette. I can make you a cake.
3.5 hours for a baguette. It's fucking ridiculous.
So
3.5
that's the
hours for a
problem.
loaf of
So
bread?
that's the problem.
It's a
That's the
loaf of
problem.
bread.
Anthony Bourdain doesn't have 3.5 hours to freaking make
I
a
don't have
baguette.
3.5
He's
hours.
a chef. He's a culinarian. And so are we. And that's cool. And our chef gets that. And so he
Not
jokes
to
with us.
mention the classroom dynamic is
Well, we're in a
not-
dungeon.
ugh,
That's just,
it's not okay for me.
it's in a dungeon.
They make you do
I'm not gonna lie.
everything at the same time. So you are as quick as the slowest person in your class.
Which makes you crazy
Which
if you're
makes
good.
you crazy if you're me
Yeah.
or you're Amy, because we were always in all of our other classes
Fast.
the first people done, the first person cleaning up, the first person helping the chef with preps for other things. And so for me to just sit there and wait,
You
not
wait
to
on the
mention
people who don't care.
three,
And
the
that-
very first thing you make a baking class is a baguette and an epi, and
Epi means.
I was about to say, what's an epi?
Yeah, he doesn't know what an epi is. So epi means
They give it to
wheat.
people who are allergic to stuff.
No, not at all. It means wheat. So you take the same thing as like a long loaf of bread,
Okay.
And they inject it underneath the skin
You have
Okay.
to prevent
It looks
seizures.
like a
Seizures,
stalk of
okay.
wheat.
It's about seizures.
looks
So
like
they
a wheat
teach them how to
stalk.
make that. That's pretty
You
good.
Yeah.
cut it a quarter of an inch down, and then you flip flop it.
You flip flop it so it looks like heads like on a wheat stalk. you
Oh,
know?
okay.
But
Awesome.
to make your baguette, it's
Wheat
just
stock for
It's really
bee stings.
beautiful, actually.
Gotcha.
For bee
too
stings.
long.
It takes a long
Patrick's-
time. You gotta
Patrick's
proof it.
comment.
It has to rise. You
put it on
gotta
the
wait.
thing, and then you wait an hour, and then you like touch it for 5 minutes, and then you
And
wait.
then you wait
another
again.
hour, and then the chef sits there and talks and
Yeah.
talks and
We're
talks
used to
and
like
talks
chopping
and
up meat and
talks.
veg and like throwing it in a pan. You saute, you braise, you do what you're doing. You're doing something else at the
It's
same
quick.
time. You're doing 5 things. Whatever. But you have a plate in like 20 minutes, and baking takes hours, and so
Hours.
it's a little frustrating.
Hours.
So, one question I have. So, when you guys first started schooling and you started going through a couple of weeks of this schooling, was there somebody that stood out that you're just like, this person's not going to make it? And you were right? Or
We
you
gotta
don't-
use it.
like I said,
we
you
gotta
don't have
use
to name
a pseudonym.
You
Okay?
don't have to name names and stuff like that, but I just want to know if you've done that where you sit there going like, oh, this
we
person-
don't know.
It's
how
alright.
she's
You can
still
just say
in class.
Norma. You can say Norma.
Norma.
That's-
No,
Norma.
abnorma. But
Abnorma.
you know,
Norma.
I won't. God,
Alright,
I
that's
know.
the pseudonym.
now we're
Abnorma.
done. We're in it now.
Well,
I'm gonna get expelled.
They,
Stop it.
they don't know. It's
Oh,
us.
she's in the studio today.
They can't tell us, dude.
They can't prove it.
They can't prove anything.
They cannot prove it's you.
So let's just say her name is Gertrude. Can we do that for a minute?
No.
Can we pretend?
We already said her name's Norma.
I don't care. I don't want to. I don't want to be a
All
part
right,
of that.
Norma.
I'm gonna go on
all right,
record.
everyone take notes. Norma is now Gertrude.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Norma's Gertrude.
All right. So Gertrude.
Kenny Homework.
Stop it. Oh,
Kenny
God.
Homo.
Oh,
Kenny
man.
Homework.
Oh, a Kenny Homo.
Man, I'm done.
Sound like she was just like, Kenny Homo.
I'm so expelled.
No,
Oh my
it's-
God.
Oh, chef. Oh, chef. You look at my thing. Oh, chef. Chef.
So let's just say there's certain students who puppy dog round chefs
I
and
burn it.
don't
I do
cook
again.
well.
It's
Okay.
fine.
It's
Fine. Yeah.
It's fine. It is not fine.
It's not fine. It's never fine. And the rest of us have to
How you burn
wait.
a bechamel is beyond me.
I don't know.
Or,
Or
of course-
serve polenta in 5 minutes because, you know, it
I
takes
don't know.
half
There
an
was
hour
the
to
time
cook.
that-
So
what exactly did you mess up putting shallots in your hollandaise? And I saved you on our final.
we're not talking about me. We're talking about
but
we're
we're just
talking
gonna
about our
talk
buddy friend.
Whoa.
It's like yeah.
Mudslinging.
Well, we'll put it this way.
She
When I
is.
first
She's totally
met Amy,
mudslinging.
I decided I was like, I'm either going to love her or I'm going to despise the ground she
And
walks
so
on.
she does both.
So
So it's a love-hate relationship.
it's mostly
No,
love.
it's
friendly competitive.
it's like a blood sister
Mhm.
competitive forward drive relationship.
where I can make fun of her and she can make fun of me, but if anyone else talks even one thing
Then,
that's
yeah,
slightly,
That's not okay.
Oh, okay.
then I punch them.
Yeah.
She's more passive than I am.
I totally.
So
yeah,
when
absolutely.
people say not nice things to her, I'm the one that's like, "Come here, let me show you my."
So
nice
here's the
chef
thing.
knife."
I gotta say this. At culinary, it's a whole different culture.
Okay.
It really is. And so
There's a lot
Yeah.
of backstabbing, which you wouldn't think in a kitchen where everyone's supposed to be working together, but it's very cliquey.
it brings out
No,
the best
I-
and the worst of people.
The sad part is I've seen that actually clickiness, and I don't even do the like the chef school, but where I work at, it's like there's cliques, and it's like what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh great, I'm an adult and I'm in high school again. This is fun.
You're not sure if you're in preschool or high school, and then you realize you're at work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So with Gertrude,
yeah.
how far was it into the schooling? Like, was it like a week? Was it like
No.
a day? Was
No.
it?
It was like a
Um,
day.
Was
the
it
first day.
really
It was
a day?
Yeah.
She speaks very broken English to begin
Okay.
with, and so she talks very quickly when talking to the class, and draws out a question from the most simple of conversation, because she seems to be a bit of an attention whore. Can I say whore?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
an
yeah.
okay
Yeah.
word?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
You said it
that's
was
good.
No. I'll put it this way.
You can say whatever you want.
All my podcasts that I do without Patrick, they're all X. They're
Oh.
rated X. I'm probably the most foul-mouthed person you'll ever
Oh, we'll
meet.
have to have a guest spot then sometime. I can talk to you about my porn blog.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, what did you call us earlier? Nilla people?
Vanilla.
What the hell does that mean?
That means not kinky, not in the scene.
Yeah,
no,
I knew it. I was looking at him going like, yeah, it's okay.
My
He's
Nillas.
like, yeah, I
They're
know,
my
yeah.
only adult friends.
Who, these two?
They like adult, like normal adults. It's weird.
Yeah,
It
they
is
do.
weird, and I gotta tell you, I'm trying to. I think I go backwards because I'm trying to reclaim my young adulthood now.
Well, hey, be my
that
friend.
I can. I know.
I'm gonna take you on a 3-day bender. It's gonna be great. Let's go to Vegas.
Wow.
Can I take her to Vegas, Pat?
So,
Yes.
wait.
Can I take
I
her,
mean,
can I take her to Vegas?
Pat and I had like our past 5 years has been an absolute whirlwind, and
Yeah.
we've tried to just kind of what do you call it?
Vegas.
Fast track it. We fast tracked it.
Strip
Okay.
club.
Woo!
So now we're ready to
All
kind
my
of
friends work
relax a
there.
little
It's
bit.
great. I actually have a place to stay and everything with all the party people.
I need to hang out with you a lot more. That would make my life a lot better.
And we have a connection to the head pastry chef at Mandalay Bay.
That's true.
That's
we do.
true, we do.
Oh,
but
Mandalay's nice too.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
really
nice.
worried about that because I like Vegas underground. I like Vegas
I know, but
after dark.
I think we could work that.
If I want pretty food or pretty things, I just walk up and go, I just got married! And they let you in the front of the line.
Nice.
Or now I can actually do, I just got divorced!
That works, yeah.
So many more drinks that way, right?
That's true.
Yeah?
They have great food in Vegas, actually. Anyway, so we're back. Gertrude?
Yeah,
Wait,
I was sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. This is how the podcast works. We
I know
jump
it does.
from
We
topic
just
to
kind of
topic.
go
so.
over
She
things.
apologizes about
So,
everything all
Gertrude
the time.
Stein.
I know, right?
Never to me, though.
She
She's
told
like,
me
you
one
don't like
time.
your
Whoa.
food, Steve?
You don't warrant an apology, is why.
That's true.
Crystal told me one time, unwarranted, she came up to me unsolicited and said, "You are Monica from Friends."
So that would make you Chandler, Pat.
Which sucks.
Which sucks. And
So true.
It better be Ross,
know
though.
if it's
Gotta
true.
say,
No one
if
wants
we
to be
gotta be
Ross.
somebody from
That's
Friends,
true. That's true.
Ross is
Chandler
like the
was all right.
worst.
It's better than
Chandler
Ross.
was all right.
Like, who
We're
wants to be
okay.
Ross?
No.
There's
All
just
right.
no one from Friends. I'm not wholesome enough for any of
You're
that.
more like Phoebe, but smart. You're like a really smart Phoebe.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of crazy and wild and eccentric, but,
she
you've
is
got
actually really smart. If you pay attention to the episode, she knows everything about everything, and she blurts out the random facts all the time, which is
That is
totally
true.
something I do. And
That's
she's
true.
also traveled everywhere
Okay,
and
so you're-
has done everything, but
you're
no
like-
one knows about it because she never brags about it.
it. You're like
That show's rubbish,
fire-haired
though.
Phoebe. That's you.
That
You're
show's
rubbish.
rubbish. The show's rubbish.
You're rubbish.
I hated
Pat's just mad
Friends.
because he's
Who
Chandler.
hates Friends?
That show
He's mad 'cause
sucks
he's
so
Chandler.
bad.
Do you like coleslaw?
Which is funny because I've been
Right?
binge
I do
watching.
like coleslaw.
Right?
Does he
Exactly.
does.
See, he does.
You cannot
Yeah.
trust people to eat coleslaw.
There's
That
a
was
clinking
line
of glasses here
Is that
between
true?
Crystal and I.
You cannot trust
I'm going to
I-
go back and make
I
sure.
eat coleslaw.
No, coleslaw is disgusting.
It's good.
mayonnaise
It's
and
good.
cabbage.
You're
It's
crazy.
the two saddest things on the planet.
Hey, well,
Coleslaw is pretty
Well,
low.
that and genocide.
no.
Ooh.
I think mayonnaise is a little sadder than genocide.
Hey, whoa, dude.
Yes.
We make our own mayonnaise.
Very
right?
cool.
What? They're all like, what?
Don't
The
knock the
Nazis like,
man.
look, it's okay, but we didn't have mayonnaise, so it's all right. It's not in our
It's
book.
okay. I made the German race all by myself. Me and like my 5 friends. Well, not friends, but acquaintances. I don't make friends except for Amy. We all have
Aw.
blonde hair, blue-eyed children. So I've decided I just made the children of the corn. So Nazis would love me,
okay.
except for the fact that then I probably would have been like the person that showed so much ankle
It's Protocols of Zion.
or like way too much collarbone.
Protocols of Zion.
Pat just was into this whole
Ford
thing
drinks.
about, yeah. So- Don't get him started on that.
Protocols of Zion. The Prague Cemetery.
Yep.
Prague Cemetery.
Prague Cemetery.
Things I don't understand.
No, this is called Amy Goes to Half Price Books to look for cookbooks. Okay.
Finds a book about the Prague Cemetery.
Finds because her husband's
Which is
texting her the
freaking
whole time, get
gold.
me an audiobook so I can listen to something while I'm working.
While I'm at work, yeah.
So I find the Prague Cemetery,
Which was awesome.
okay.
hands
You can
down.
describe it because all I did was buy it for you. I didn't listen.
Oh,
to
it
it.
was fabulous.
I know he was just telling me a little bit about it, which I was going to be like Patrick's.
Okay, so no, it's based off of all historical things that happened. But it's from the point of view of like the author. It was originally written in Italian, translated to English. The author Umberto Eco. Remember that.
Umberto Eco.
There's gonna be a quiz later. So
I'm so sick of your quizzes.
you better not be.
But
It's the only reason we have you over is because you take quizzes.
Anyways, go ahead.
Crystal's bored, dude.
I don't give a shit what Crystal is or isn't right now.
Crystal's a little mermaid, and the little mermaid.
We're
is bored,
talking.
and God
Okay,
damn
we're
it,
talking about
you
the Protocols
better-
of Zion. All right. Okay.
fine.
So Hitler's ideology came from the Protocols of Zion, which was a real thing, real forgery. True story.
Yeah, I'm very.
So, anyways, this
tonight.
book is taken from the perspective of somebody who's like, hey, what if all these things were originally done by one forger and everything? But and the mechanism of the book was really cool because it's like this guy's got a split personality, and so the whole book is his one personality writing in a diary to the other personality. Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
No, you were talking about that before we started the show, which I thought was really cool. Now, were you able to just put it on your phone then, or like how did the audio?
Oh no, I brought in the CDs and just put them on my computer and listened to them.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's the hashtag for the night.
Hashtag this chair makes my butt
sweaty. Write that down, children.
Write that down.
It's humid for Arizona.
It is a little
It
humid.
is very humid.
Your face
what do
is
you need,
humid.
baby girl. You got your shorts are a little short, is why.
Hey, my shorts are just fine.
Your life
Your
is gonna be a little
patriarchal
short.
society, right?
But that's cool. Yeah, no, I might have to borrow those from you.
Prague Cemetery, man. There.
It's called a rabbit.
No,
Oh,
it's
Rabbit I
not.
have is a little
It's
different.
not an actual rabbit.
It's a knockoff.
It's a knockoff of the rabbit, the
the-
wine opening device that
the
Crystal
device
is enamored
I have
with.
that is called a rabbit looks a lot different.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
exactly
a
what
rabbit.
she's talking about.
It's like a rabbit. Okay, it's like a fake rabbit. It's like a velveteen rabbit. Just shut up. Drink your
Velveteen
wine.
I have
rabbit?
something that's velveteen and something that's a rabbit that go together, but
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
this.
You know what?
This is really our after dark show.
It is
You
dark
said it was
outside.
fine.
No, I said it was fine. I'm just.
No, I said
She asked beforehand.
me
You
the blue-
gave her the
You guys are upsetting
green
the
light.
pug. The pug is upset.
The green light was given, so we
No,
can't
you
the
guys-
hug
you
is
girls are
the same
fine.
way forever.
No, it's just a change of
These
pace
are-
because I'm always watching my language on this show.
The pug's the mascot.
I
'Cause
don't
usually
know
the
how to
children-
watch my
That's a total
language.
wine.
Because usually all the children are around.
Can I plug a wine while we're talking?
Yeah,
Sure, if
go for
you're
it.
gonna
This
pay them.
2013 Oak Ridge Zinfandel
Yeah.
that you can only get at Total Wine is really the bomb.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
just gonna
That
say
smells
that. I'm just
better.
gonna say it outright because
That's.
I'm a nice person
You're
and
a
I
nice
like their
person.
wine.
I'm gonna ask the question. I don't get offended. How drunk are you, Amy?
I'm not at all.
I don't know. She's drank about 5 of my Irish apples, which are on the strong side, and then this is her almost third glass of wine in about
This is-
15 minutes. But it's a small glass of wine, so
It is a
she's
small glass.
busty, not quite drunk.
I'm a little
yet.
buzzed, and
Okay.
I'm also half Irish and half Greek, so the Irish apples only hit my Irish side, so I'm half good.
So I can attest that you can drink me under like 18 tables.
I can. It's-
Really?
I have an
If she can
amazing
drink-
Yeah.
If she
tolerance.
can drink, if she can drink you under 18 tables, how many tables can I drink him under?
Probably 5.
No, more
No.
tables than that, because I can drink you
55?
under the table.
We'll see.
Or
about
the
that.
last time we went to Gilligan's, where you were like, "But I can't drink."
But you
any
lost.
little buddy.
You lost Jenga. And I
Here's
had
a
to
little
drive-
story.
Sorry.
First time I met Amy's father.
Oh boy.
You're fine.
Stop me if I
Oh, boy.
told this one already.
No, go ahead.
So we go up to Moab, Utah. I go to meet her dad. He starts pulling all these random dusty bottles out of his trailer.
Ooh.
Wait, you gotta have a shot of this. You gotta have a shot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I'm like 10 shots deep when I realize he's not having any. I said, "Hey, George, what? You're not drink? No, I don't drink that shit." I'm like, oh,
And then my husband was in
Ill.
bed ill for
I
hours.
was feeling quite delicate.
Yeah.
But did your dad do the thing where he tries to drink with your soon-to-be person?
No,
No. He
No.
just kept giving him drinks.
he
that was
just wanted
moonshine.
me to get
Oh.
completely trashed.
See, my father does something very similar to the men and or women I bring home, where they just go shot for shot with my father the first time they meet him, and then they puke off my deck, and I laugh.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know if that would I don't think that would happen. My dad's not a big.
You're such a sweet person.
I am. I'm like a Sour Patch Kid, except for not
Nice.
made out of horrible gummy things that stick in your
Ooh,
teeth.
Sour Patch.
Yeah, but you
Kids from
also
Stoned.com.
suffer, Pat, from the hangovers usually.
How bad,
Hashtag
yeah.
bittersweet.
That's because I'm an old man now.
Yeah, I'm an old man too, but I don't have that. It's my superpower.
Yeah, it's some superpower.
It's a great superpower.
I get hangovers like nothing. I can think about beer and I get hungover.
I'm the youngest person in the room, and I get massive hangovers if I drink too much.
Oh, that's terrible.
But
just
it's
gotta
because
drink enough water.
I binge drank for a full 8 months straight.
Yeah.
Like,
water and electrolytes are the
full
key.
months. I went out with double pneumonia.
I think the Marine Corps killed my liver.
That sounds about right.
Pretty sure it did.
I feel like I could give a Marine a run for their money in the amount of drinks that I drank during my quote-unquote Old Town phase. Anybody who lives in Arizona will understand an Old Town phase.
Yeah.
I had an 8-month-long Old Town phase where I went out every single night of the week.
I think most Marines have like a 4-year Old Town too.
There's a difference between, actually going into combat and the kind of, stamina, stability, and awesomeness that gives you that I'll never experience as someone who's left-handed with flat feet and hypoglycemia.
Oh, hell.
Way to sell yourself.
Yeah, I just want to say that's freaking awesome that you would even say that, because most people don't even acknowledge, the level that they're at. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding us?
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Father of my child's dad has been in the Marine Corps his entire life. He's up on 40 years this year, next year.
Sweet.
Some year soon.
Damn.
And the amount of dedication that he has made to our country is phenomenal.
Awesome.
And I salute and support everyone who chooses to fight for what they believe in.
Thank you. That's
Sláinte.
awesome. Sláinte. That's our Irish way of saying what?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
L'chaim?
L'chaim.
The
Yeah.
Hebrew?
Where's that coming
Hebrew.
from?
Hebrew.
I actually went to...
We need to be drinking Manischewitz if you're going to say that.
What do we?
Fun fact.
Where's the
Fun
Manischewitz?
fact. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
Fun fact about Crystal. I took 2 years of Hebrew classes. I know the whole alphabet. I can read and write in Hebrew.
Told you she was smart. Yeah.
I can
didn't.
actually read
Sweet.
and write.
I like how you're saying it like I said, no.
No, I'm just saying,
That's good, though.
back in the whole.
Well, I like the Yiddish curse words are some of the best.
No, not Yiddish. True Hebrew. I can read the Torah, but I can't cuss you out in
Oh.
Yiddish.
Well, never mind then.
But I do
Retract everything we just said.
I do know the whole alphabet, which is rare
It
for
doesn't
a
matter.
blonde, blue-eyed white girl from Sedona.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to who.
well in our schools.
It matters to a lot of people.
No,
Okay.
it's a
Now,
really
wait.
curse
This
in
is where I
Yiddish.
break in and mention that my husband recently supported a Jewish cause.
Doing a Tesla.
Was it
That's
matzo balls?
fine.
No, I came
it's a
home
winning
one day
Tesla.
recently, and my husband said to me, or I think he texted me before he even got home, "I owe you an apology, honey. Spent $100," and I didn't even mention it. And I was like, "Wow, what'd you do?" And he says, "Well, I bought a raffle ticket." And I'm like, "Really? What for?" And he goes, "A Tesla car. I really want it, And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, I could be mad. I mean, it's $100. I could be pissed, but I'm trying to be cool." So I'm like, "That's okay. I
for good
understand." So
cause.
right.
Good-
So I asked
good
the
cause.
question. It was for charity, right?
Yeah.
To which he replies, "Yeah." And I'm thinking, here, my husband's a combat Marine. Veterans or something of that
Yeah,
kind.
no,
He says, "Well, no." So I said, "Well, what was it for?" And he says, displaced inner city Jews of Chicago.
Yep. Darn right.
And I just said, "Well,
Oy vey.
Chesed Fund of Chicago.
I'm selfish.
Chesed Fund.
Chesed Fund of Chicago.
So some Jewish people in
But
Chicago.
nobody
are gonna
entered.
sleep a little-
Nobody entered, by the way. No one.
So you're
no,
gonna win?
No one
He's
should
gonna
enter.
win.
Yeah,
Well,
darn right I'm going to win.
I don't know.
When's the contest
It
at?
doesn't matter.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
We
That's when
we just want the
They're
world
only
to know
selling like 3,000 tickets, so.
we're supporting our Jewish
Heck yeah.
brothers and sisters in
the
Chicago
brethren.
right now
Very nice.
for a car.
A
Maybe.
freaking Tesla. It's not just a car.
Maybe.
Tesla's. Well, Nikola Tesla, the man, is badass.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, I have
car-
no qualms with
I'm
him.
sorry. Laser eye
No,
pigeon.
that's what I'm saying. Here we
Laser
go. 'Cause
pigeon.
We just talked about this.
I know laser
You guys
pigeon.
are freaking awesome, right?
The guy was in love with a pigeon who had laser eyes. Does it get any cooler than that?
No, that's really cool.
He was in love with a pigeon. Tesla.
Well,
Nikola Tesla was. Seriously.
Here's the thing.
No, it's
that
true story.
I'm in love with you, and that's why you buying that
Oh, wow,
raffle
you are
ticket is
drunk.
okay.
I love you too, babe. No, but seriously, he was.
No, because do you hear?
He
my
was in love with a
husband bought
pigeon.
$100 car raffle ticket for Jewish citizens of
Yeah,
Chicago,
but
which
it's for
means
Tesla.
like basically nothing to us. It's $100 I could have spent on drinks out with you, Crystal, for that matter. Right?
I don't know. If your
I
husband
guess,
spent
huh?
$100 on drinks out with me, I'd be very concerned.
No, me.
Oh.
Or I
You
could have
said you,
spent it on
Crystal,
a,
and I was
like a
like,
new
ooh.
knife. You know, I could have bought a
Yeah.
knife.
Not the kind of knife you want. $100 wouldn't
I
get
know it would
that.
have been
That's
like
true.
a few times that, but anyway, we won't go there.
I think like 5 times.
I'm
that,
gonna
I
win the
believe.
lottery and be your sugar mama and buy you all the knives you want.
Thank
Sweet.
you. And I'm gonna hire. If I win the lottery, I'm gonna hire Chef JP to just be my personal chef trainer.
Ugh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
No.
Oh,
You
you
need to
name
have.
dropped.
You need to
I
have.
name dropped. I'm
No.
sorry. I don't
Yeah,
know
did
what
you
I
hear
said
that?
just then, but it was probably a mistake.
You need to have. No. If you win the
have to
lottery,
delete that dude. Delete it.
heck with that
I
guy.
can't.
We need to have
Yeah,
Quail.
I'm not-
Quail as our
I think I'm gonna
butler.
edit
Stop.
Manservant.
Stop talking. You can't talk anymore.
Manservant. I'm
She's
just talking about.
gagging. No, you can't. Okay,
Quail?
you know this whole
We're saying
segment.
quail?
You have to just.
No, I'm not deleting this. This
You
is comedy
can.
gold. I
No,
can,
it's
but I
not.
won't.
No, you need to.
Manservant.
Wow.
'Cause why would I-
Chris is getting up and walking away. She's
butt is sweaty. I
her
told you
butt's
that.
sweaty from
You
all
gotta
that.
check the nest.
Hashtag my butt
Maybe the
sweaty.
nest thinks we're away
Check
again.
the nest. I don't-
I'm gonna check the nest.
So we bought. We're talking about the Nest. We recently bought a new thermostat.
Yes, I remember Pat was raving about it on a couple
Yeah,
of
it
podcasts ago.
supposedly learns what you do.
Apparently it hasn't.
It hasn't because we keep roasting in our own home.
Are you-
I understand that my thighs are sweaty.
It's the weekend and it thinks it's Monday. I don't know. It needs to learn.
Are you sure it's not a special education
It's
nest?
76 in here. You people are crazy.
We're not
You
crazy.
keep your
You're the one
house
who
at
said you were
76?
hot.
I'm fine.
I keep my house at like 74, and it's tiny. I have a problem. I hate being hot. I like to live in a cave. I actually refer to my home as the Hobbit Hole. Hashtag Hobbit Hole.
Oh, hell yeah. I have a
Hobbit
little
hole.
sign I need to show you that says, it was a hobbit hole and that meant
And that
comfort.
meant comfort. Damn
we have a
straight.
little sign and we love, yes.
This is why
And I have
we're
a shirt.
friends.
I just bought a shirt that I ordered from New Zealand, from Middle Earth, Weta Workshop, and it says, "In the hole in the ground there lived a hobbit," and it has a little illustration and everything.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
Yes.
I love
I'm
hobbits.
such a nerd for Lord of the Rings.
I
let
love
me
that
tell
you love that. You usually make fun of me for crap like that. So
Why would I ever? Anything Lord of the Rings and anything
Well,
Harry
Steve
Potter.
happens to have a
and it'll
sweet
just punch-
Gandalf and Radagast charcoal drawing.
sure as hell
Yes, I do.
does.
Oh, does he?
He
Yes.
does. I'll show you. I
How many
can't show
eyelashes
anyone
do
else.
I have
but-
to bat to get a gander at that?
Probably not much if she has.
Well, I drew it, so
Yeah, he
I
was
meant
just.
in person.
Oh,
Hi.
0.
Hi. Yeah, there you go.
That works.
It looked like I had something in my eye.
Yeah,
Actually.
you're
So
like,
he
Really
ah.
unattractive.
thought he could hang it up with freaking 3M strips.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Oh hell! I
I'm
heard
sorry,
about
he-
that.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know how heavy it was, and I didn't want to put when I first got it, I was with somebody, I was living with somebody else, a roommate, and they were like, you can't put any more holes in the wall, so I'm like, okay, let me try to, because I'm like, I want to put this up.
You just put toothpaste in it and tell them to fuck themselves.
I told her that, but it didn't work out so well. So,
Tell her, fuck yourself and I'll watch if it's fun. Wait, unless she's not pretty, and then no.
no, that had nothing to do with it. She was, never mind.
Wow.
Oh, just
we're
touch
going
on it,
there.
like, what was that pressure point?
It wasn't really a pressure point, but,
Nah.
She was the one that bought the sinkhole house, right?
yeah, she bought the sinkhole
The
house. yeah.
sinkhole party.
Yeah, that was.
Sinkhole.
But yeah, no. So I have it now, and I just need to get some Molly screws and
Oh,
put it
what
up
do you have?
correctly.
Anchors, bro.
Anchors.
Anchors, bro.
Dropping Molly, I'm sweating.
So yeah, well, I'll put that up pretty soon,
It's
actually.
on my Facebook.
I'm looking right
But
now.
yeah,
on
yeah.
your
He was
phone.
all like, "Oh, here's your housewarming gift." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I'll have that.
No, because we came over and you were
Do
like,
your podcasters hear about you?
you were like ogling.
Not a
They
lot.
don't. They
Well,
don't.
then we should hear more about you, seeing as how I just met you tonight. Let's hear.
I don't know what people want to hear about me though.
So Steve is a single mom.
My husband
Yes.
do that. Yeah, right.
Um,
Crystal's freaking right
He has
now
a
on
cat
the-
named Toby.
So I'm gonna need your actual address and then like your garage passcode and then the name of your cat so
Garage.
it doesn't bite me.
As though he has a
Toby.
garage. garage.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, I mean, I could pick the lock unless you have double deadbolts, and then I have a problem with that.
No, I don't. I have an apartment, so there's no garage.
Oh, well, then I can easily pick the lock on that.
Oh, that's good to know.
Fun fact about Crystal.
Which
I pick all the locks.
Now I was just about to talk about how much nerd crap I have in my place, and I'm like, I don't want them all to
really?
be stolen
What
now.
else do you have?
Oh.
Anything Zelda?
Yeah. Oh, I actually drew. I have actually a picture in my bathroom that I drew of Zelda from Wind Waker. I have a shit ton of Zelda stuff.
Ooh.
Huge Legend of Zelda fan.
I've been looking at a really nice shield.
Oh, the Hyrulean
Yes.
shield.
A really, really nice, not quite paper mache, but it's like handcrafted, cardboardy sort of thing that I want for my daughter.
Oh.
Nice
Because-
and handcrafty and cardboardy don't go together.
Well, I was just
For
going to bring in the
5-year-olds.
fact that Smitty Tut, our buddy Cole, Smitty Tut Designs, does shields for all of this.
Oh, that was his weird
Yeah, but
guy
which
friend.
which Link
That
shield
did
do
the
you
Captain
want?
America shield.
Captain America.
you want
No,
the-
that thing
they
was
do all
freaking
kind
cool.
of.
You want the normal one, or do you
Oh.
want the Dark
They
Link
do
shield?
like all of them.
That was
And-
CNC
Classic.
laser. That was
My
CNC
daughter-
lasered.
Relax.
That was
My
bad.
daughter, whose name also starts with Z,
Ooh,
is a big fan of Princess Zelda.
nice.
And to the point where her favorite song to hear at bedtime, other than "You Are My Sunshine," is Zelda's Lullaby.
Really?
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
She also prefers to watch Pokemon over Frozen,
Nice.
and can actually name 47 of the 150 original Pokemon.
Original Pokemon. Very nice.
Oh yes, I teach her well. She also knows all of the Mario, all of the Lord of the Rings characters from the original Hobbit, all Harry Potter, all of Star Wars. She knows the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek, which is very important.
That's important.
Very
She
good.
also knows what color lightsaber she wants.
What
and
color?
Yes, she wants
Which
a purple.
color? Oh,
Oh.
purple.
Purple. She understands the fact. She's like, that means that I'm smart and I like books, and I'm really worried about teaching all the other little Jedis how to be a good Jedi.
Ah.
But hopefully she gets her Hogwarts letter instead of becoming a Jedi. But that's just me.
Ah, you're teaching your child very well.
She's a Jedi like her father before her, unless she gets her Hogwarts letter like her mother.
I think
Ah.
she should be a chef like her mother. That's what I think.
Or as she calls it,
Yeah.
She wants
Is
to
that
make
one of the?
things,
Is that one of the teachers now at Hogwarts?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick you in the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind. Wow.
Lord.
Yeah, it's Norma. Norma.
I was gonna say
Please.
Gutrid.
stealing Amy first.
Oh, sorry. I mean
Gutrid.
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 Gooch like Hagrid. Gutrid.
You
Gutrid.
can't. You can't.
You're going to be a
Guys,
wizard, Harry.
No, I've got like
I don't
months
want
and
to.
months left.
I really don't want to.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get a stage.
You're
and
going to
I
be a
don't feel like-
chef, Harry. Chef.
I don't know my chances.
I apologize.
I'm being kicked
My
in the.
associate is pretty dumb. I guess we will call her Dumbledore. No, you have to just.
You gotta slam it.
You
It's
gotta
because of the
slam
weather
it.
stripping.
Slam it. It's the weather stripping that helps our electric bills stay
if-
lower. Ish.
But yeah, actually, it's funny that she left because we're kind of at the where we're at like the minute time where we usually
Oh,
wrap
really?
up, anyways. Yeah.
We're done.
Well, not
Oh.
done. I mean, we can just wrap it up usually.
We didn't even get this freaking Scan BC.
You want to get to Scan BC?
Yeah,
What she's
do
on?
it
All right.
now.
I don't know what the.
Scam-
It's
BC.
Canadian crimes and they're
It's Canadian
adorable.
crimes, and they're adorable.
They are adorable.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All right, so this is a Twitter account you can find on Twitter, of course, called @ScanBC. I only pick out on the favorite one. So the first one I picked up was searching for a man who stole $600 worth of what was it polysporin.
What?
Polysporin, I guess it's like almost like probably like an anti
Like a cream.
like a cream or whatnot
Like
from
a
a
cream?
superstore. Yeah,
He stole cream.
yeah, he stole a
That's
cream.
what I'm saying.
That's what I said. Okay, next one is
You're like, "Aw,
police are
Canadians."
police are on a scene at a Kingsway and Knight Street with a drunk male that fell off his bicycle.
Oh, poor guy.
Comedians.
Oh, hey, I was just trying to get home, and then I just, fell. This one's good.
And he probably said sorry to the sidewalk.
Yeah, sorry
Did
about
he
that,
apologize?
Yeah, I'm sorry, sidewalk.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Vancouver police are responding to West 18th Street and Dunbar for a report of a naked male at the bus stop with his finger up his rectum.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
kidding me? Wow. He's trying to get to the doctor because he's having trouble with his...
Look, if I don't stick anything in there, it's going to leak out, all right? I need to get somewhere,
Something's going on there. I'm sure it's
let's see, what's another good one?
one?
Oh, okay, this one is...
I don't know.
Police are responding to a YVR for a male on an incoming flight refusing to stop smoking his e-cigarettes.
Yeah.
This is my right to smoke!
Hashtag Canadian crime.
Canadian crime.
Wow.
What was this one? Oh, let's see. Crews are reporting to 200 Kings George Boulevard after a Mustang was reported to be doing donuts and got caught on a median.
Well, when you do donuts, here's the thing. See, I grew up in Utah, and I took driver's ed in northern Utah. And if you're going to do a donut, you got to go into a mall parking lot or an old airport that's been shut down.
Mormon church
parking lot.
There's lots of those in Utah.
Yeah, there are. Something like that. Zion's Bank. You go to the
Didn't
parking lot.
Wait, hold on. Here's the story. So the
You don't do
statue...
it in the median is what I'm trying to say.
The statue of, I don't know, Wilford Brimley.
No, Brigham Young.
Whatever. Wilford Brimley, Brigham Young, same person. The hand is reaching out towards the bank, right?
And his ass is to the church.
Is towards the church.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the big ha-ha.
I got three more, and I'm not really sure.
Go.
I'm not really sure which one to end on, but I'll go with this one first. Is us. Police are responding to a report of a male who tried to rob a weed dispensary and reports staff. Yeah, weed.
Yeah.
Weed dispensary. Reports staff locked him in the building. You're not getting out of here, eh?
And then he reported it. That's great.
It.
That's great.
I know which one to end on, but this one. Police are reporting to a Main Street and Corvada Street for a report of one female hitting another over the head with a TV remote.
Well, we got close to that tonight in the podcast. I mean...
Okay, this is the last one we'll go out on because this one I just thought was great. Police are reporting to a McDonald's reports of a male taking his clothes off inside the McDonald's. Oh, hey, I thought this was you can have it your way.
Man.
That's Burger King, eh? Well, fine. You know what? I'm loving it, eh?
Big Mac.
Yeah,
The Big Mac.
The full Monty, the Big Mac.
Yeah, there's... when was that?
I just love Canada.
A couple of years ago. I think it was here in the Valley. They responded to call some guy who was driving through several drive-thrus naked.
Naked?
Yeah.
Well, this guy wasn't driving through. He went inside.
Oh, I'm not
He
driving
had
through.
nothing to hide, okay? All right?
Yeah.
He got angry because breakfast stopped serving at like
He
10:30.
just
I am
wanted to
outraged,
make
eh?
it known, whatever.
Yeah,
he
no,
was
this is
doing.
in the Valley. Yeah, some dude just,
Going through the drive-through that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how they even notice because they just throw the crap at you so fast.
Yeah. They're like monkeys flinging feces.
It's like, do you need hot sauce? You want ketchup? You want some underwear?
Underwear.
I got your special sauce for you right here, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada, but that's what I like about Canada, and they're adorable
Canada's
clients.
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
that's
Canada.
so great.
Canadians.
We shall go up there.
But I would like to thank Amy for being on the show.
Thank you, Steve.
And
I would too.
our host, our other guest, Crystal, who's
Crystal,
out having a cigarette right
She's
now.
smoking.
She's
Yeah.
smoking. Patrick, you have anything else to lead off with? So until next time, kids. Your father spoke of legends. This has been another fine production of the 4i Radio Network. For more great shows, check out www.4iradio.com.